Previously on the Boss Queen series. On this episode of the Boss Queen series, I'm going to show you guys how to create your own labels for your hair products, for cosmetic products, or any label that you will ever need for your brand. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another Boss Queen series video. I know it's been a while and I'm gonna keep trying to come out with these videos. Hopefully my goal is 2 videos a week. So with that being said, to jump back into the Boss Queen series, I wanted to show you guys how to create your own labels for your hair care products or for anything, for your jars, for your bottles. I created all of my own labels and designs. Everything that I did it with semi-free software. I used PicMonkey, I used Canva, and I used a little bit of Photoshop and Lightroom just to kind of help edit. I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm gonna jump into the computer and show you guys actually how I do it and which softwares and everything like that. But before I do, I wanna let you guys know, if you don't have time to make your own labels or you don't really know how to, you guys can always reach out to me. I'm trying to get back on to email games. So I know a lot of you guys have reached out, and I'm trying to, get to it. It's life, mommy life, and, just trying to balance everything. But if you guys need more help and guidance on creating labels for your guys's bottles and everything, make sure you guys send me a DM or actually email me. The email's down in the description box. I'll help you guys out and try to see what I can do to help you guys. So with that being said, I've made different type of labels. I made labels for jars like this. I've also made labels for bottles. I've made labels for things like this. This I did from home, as well as some more labels. This is the Royalty Beauty brand, by the way. So I mean, you can definitely start this business, and you can definitely start on it without having to outsource and spend all that money to have somebody else make it for you. But I totally understand if you don't have time, or you just don't want to do it, you're not that savvy, then you can always reach out to me, or you can check Upwork. There's a couple other websites where you guys can find freelancers and they can make it for you. But honestly, if you want to save money, I highly just recommend watching YouTube videos and learning and doing it yourself, because in the end, you will be the only person who will really know what your vision is. And it's really hard. For me, at least, I don't like communicating like, oh, can you change this? Can you do this? I just prefer to learn how to do it and do it. So with that being said, I'm gonna show you guys how I edit, how I design, what softwares I use to make my labels for my hair products. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you guys enjoy this series, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be putting out 2 videos a day now, more behind the scenes like I said, and I mentioned on Instagram. By the way, follow me if you haven't over there, because I'm going to be posting behind the scenes and my stories and whatnot, going live, telling you guys more information about the Boss Queen mentorship. So, and I will be doing a giveaway on my Instagram very soon, offering, like I told you guys, I'm going to be offering somebody a one-on-one coaching experience. So with the mentorship, I also will have one-on-one coaching, and so I want to offer at least one person that free one-on-one mentorship and help them out. So we will be doing a giveaway because our YouTube channel is growing, and yeah, I just want to try to give back and see what I can do. So yeah, so with that being said, make sure you subscribe to this channel, you like it, and comment down below something that you are needing help or a video that you would like me to make. I am planning to put out a video teaching you guys how to formulate, as well as the ebook, like I said, breaking it all down. So be patient with me, guys. Stuff is coming. Make sure you follow and you join our private Facebook group. It's down in the description box, so that you can get more help, and we can kind of continue to build this community. So I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side. Hey guys, so I'm going to teach you guys how to create your own labels for your hair care brand, how you guys can save some money and use that money instead of hiring somebody else to do this for you. Learn how to do it yourself, play around with it, be creative, and in the end, you will have so much more fun, and you will bring so much more passion into your products by being able to create the labels. Now, I'm going to show you guys the different programs that I use and other alternatives to when it comes to creating your label, in case you actually don't have time to do this. But I do recommend you try to learn, because in the long run, especially if you want to continue to bring on products, you will save money learning how to create your own labels rather than, outsourcing. But before you even create your label, the first thing that you need to do is have your bottle and measure your bottle. You want to make sure that you measure the height, the length of the bottle, but the main dimensions that you're going to need for your label is the length and the width. And with that being said, I'm going to show you guys and jump into my computer and show you guys how I create my labels, the different design programs that I use, and like I said, alternatives. So first off, let's just start with the alternatives in case if you're somebody who just doesn't want to know how to make labels and you just kind of want to know where to get your labels for your products. The first place that you can go is called Fiverr. Fiverr is kind of like a freelancing website where people who know how to make, I guess logos, websites, any type of things like that, you can go onto Fiverr and outsource whatever you need. Like if you need postcards created, a designer, you will find them here at Fiverr. So even if you want to know how to create your labels, or you already have a logo, but maybe you need a website, or maybe you need somebody who can, make your brand more flashy, then you can turn to Fiverr and try to see if there's somebody here that can help you. Just know that you will have to pay, obviously. Like I said, if you're able to learn yourself and save a little money, why not? Especially in the beginning of this business when you don't really have a lot to spend, and saving, some money somewhere in the end, you can use that money and invest it back into your business and grow something else. So let me show you after Fiverr. There is some other places that you can look to outsource, like on a lot of websites where they actually sell labels. I think like Avery, let me just, while I'm here, Avery, I believe you can go into Avery and I think they will print your labels. I think Vistaprint also has places where you can, where they will actually design. I don't know if they design it, but I know that they do print labels. So I'm also going to show you where I get my labels printed, but I think these places also do design. So wherever you print your labels, or if you don't print your labels and you are looking for places, I do have, if you guys do watch my vendors video, I do share a lot of places where you can buy labels and things like that. So I'm not going to go into all those places where you can buy the labels, but I would at least start by looking at those places where you can buy labels to see if they do design services. But most likely you will have to pay. So getting into the design part of this video, the reason why you clicked on this video, why you clicked on another episode of the Boss Queen series, which I'm sorry I did not do a proper intro. So if you're new to my channel, I am Vanessa and I'm sharing and teaching people how to grow and launch their own hair care line, cosmetic line, skincare line by, sharing and teaching what I've done to get where I am. I'm still learning every day and I just want to be that person to help, and we have a growing community on Facebook, which all the info is down in the description box, where we're able to post in there and get help and, find the help that we need. And it's a little growing community. And so I hope that you guys will join. But welcome to the Boss Queen series. Make sure you check out the other playlists and subscribe to my channel and like this video if you want to know how to start your own hair care line and you want to learn more about me and my business and just follow my whole journey. So with that being said, now we're about to get into this video. Okay. So into my computer, here we are. This is a website called Canva. I also use another website called PicMonkey, and I will get into both of these websites and why I use each website. So I'm guessing most of you guys have heard about Canva. I feel like everybody knows about Canva. If you don't know, Canva is a website where you guys can pretty much, as you see, can get anything, use these templates to make anything that you need here. I haven't really tapped into the video and, the video part of Canva just because my assistants kind of do that kind of stuff, but I'm really interested in the animated social media part, but if whatever section, but if I were you, I would totally get onto Canva and look around and play with it because they have amazing designs that you can use for your business, especially if you're not somebody who's like creative or savvy with the computer. You can literally just go in here and customize it to your branding. But you can use it pretty much for anything. Instagram posts, you guys have probably been seeing a lot of posts like this from maybe some of the top beauty brands, and this is where they're getting those those posts, those templates is all right here. So do check out Canva, but this is one of the websites that I use mainly to save my files as a PDF and more of a higher quality image, if that makes sense, because where I print my labels is at Leap-In Lizards, and it's in my vendors video, but Leap-In Lizards, they print my hair care labels over there, and I like to have kind of a double-sized photo, if that makes any sense. So say the label is like my butter label is 2 inches by 9 inches. So when I would go into Canva, and I'm going to show you guys this later because I don't actually design it in Canva, but I just want to tell you this and then we're going to get into the designing. But when I would go into Canva and do the custom dimensions, you can change it here. The inches, instead of my 2 by 9 label, I would say like a 4 by 18. So I would do it double size so that when they do scale it down, it's like at its highest quality. At least I do this for Leap-In Lizards. I don't know if this, works for all other design services, but I think it's better to have a bigger design, and then later when you go into those like design whatever studios and things, you can just make it smaller and you're not going to lose out that quality. Whereas if it was smaller and you made it bigger, you might lose some of that, high definition that your photo might have, especially if you have like gold designs or like metallic, designs in your label and your logos. So the website that I like to use for designing my pictures is called PicMonkey, or not just my pictures, but my labels. It's called PicMonkey. Now there's so many other more high-end and fancier web design services like Illustrator, maybe Lightroom and Photoshop. Like you can use so many different programs when it comes to creating your labels, but I like to use just simple old PicMonkey. I've been using it for years. But let's get into this and start creating our label. So I'm going to be creating a new product, and it is going to be a deep conditioner. That is a new product that we're actually going to be bringing 2 new products this winter to Royalty Curls, a deep conditioner and a hair mask. Since we are getting into the warmer months, I live in Washington, Seattle, so it's always cold and rainy out here, and I'm already seeing the effects of it, and it's just been like a couple days of my hair like changing, and so we need to start bringing some moisture into our products, into Royalty Curls products. So that is why we are going to start creating a label for it. And I'm not going to create the whole label here with you guys today because I'm so picky when it comes to my labels. I like to sit there, and if we did that would probably be a whole nother hour, but I'm just kind of show you guys how I do it, the basics, and then you guys can go with the flow. So with PicMonkey, you want to come in here and you want to go to blank canvas. You can also see that they have templates too for other type of things, but this isn't like Canva where it's already designed. This is just pretty much the size that you need, and then you can go in and kind of add your own images, but we need a custom size. The thing that sucks here is PicMonkey, it's already labeled in pixels, so whenever I have to like create a new label here, and I'm trying to do it from the ground up, like showing you guys if I was somebody like you starting to create the label. I already know the sizes but here, but I'm going to show you guys where I go. I usually just go to whatever one here. Okay, here's the one that I go to. So say that my label is a 2 by 9, but like I said, I like to always have it doubled, so we're going to do a 4 by 18. So let me see, what does it start with first? Doesn't matter. So from 4 inches is converted to 384. So then we would just go here and we would say 384. And then you would say it's 9 and it's 864. Okay. This is how I do, okay? So you guys can go straight into Canva and just start designing. But I like PicMonkey because of, like, for my marble texture that I have. I like to, and I have to rotate this, but I don't know, I just really like the editing features of PicMonkey when it comes to doing stuff for my labels. I love Canva for things like social media posts, designs, but when it comes to my labels, I don't know, I just love using PicMonkey. So here we are, here's our label. This is for a jar, so I'm going to be making, like, let's say the deep conditioner jar label. So we need to rotate this, so you can just go into the basic edits, go to rotate, and we are going to rotate this, and this definitely does not look like this size. We're just gonna say it's this size, but it does not look like this. It's a little bit longer. All right, so here we go. So for my labels, I always have a like the marble textured background. I'm thinking we're going to do something a little bit different, but we might still keep the marble because we are changing the jar colors. But just for today, let's just go with adding in our marble textures. So you can go into textures over here and you can look, they already have like a bunch of pre-made textures. So if say your brand is like, I don't know, like tropical or something, and you guys wanted to use some sort of label like this, you could use any type of label like that. You can go into the film, you know, get some texture. So this would always be your background. It would never change. Here's some more foils. This blue one looks cool. Yeah, so you can go in here, or you can even download your own texture. They have marbled ink, and you guys know my brand is like marble, but I don't really like the marbles that they have here. So we are going to go and get my normal marble. So you're going to just go, like, say you already downloaded your own texture, and you can do that just by literally, like, say you wanted a marble, or say you wanted like a sparkle gold background. So you can just go into images, you know, and then download. I wouldn't take anything like that, obviously, but you could recreate this. You see, you could recreate this whole entire thing by downloading, you know, one of these, just right clicking, downloading it, and then obviously it'd be saved. And then we would go into our here, add your own texture, and we are going to be doing my marble texture. So here is our textures, here is our marble texture, and boom. So it's on the background, and here you can switch the saturation and the fade, like if you wanted it more, I don't know, more like that, like that's cool. It looks more bluish. We're gonna just stick with that, a little bit different. This is not going to be the real design, but here we go. So we already have the background of our labels. So whenever you put something on, you see like if you try to click it, it's not going to move. So that's why I like changing the background as a texture instead of like in Canva where you would just add the photo and scale it and then try to add more pictures on top of it. I don't like having too many layers. So you go into PicMonkey, you get your texture as your background, and you can do the texture even a basic color if you want it. You would just download that color. So we got our texture here, and then of course you need to download your logo. So you're going to go to graphics, and then you're going to add your own graphics. But if you guys wanted to like add your own little, like, I don't know, create your own logo, you could go and search. They don't really have like the best, you know, like images, but if you really needed to, or you wanted some sort of like cute stuff on the side of your label, you guys could look and, you know, like if you guys wanted some birds or like some leaves or shells, like they have so much stuff here that you guys could use for your logo. But we're just gonna keep it simple, so we're gonna go back, add your own graphic, and we are gonna go into royalty curls because that's where we got everything. Let's go into logo. Where is our logo? Oh, okay. There is our logo. Boom. So there's our logo. And then we would just, you know, scale it here. So you would just have to decide where you would want, how you would want to place your label. So last time, like for my hair care labels, I literally created it where like it was like this, looking at it this way, and that was fine. But when it came to my jar labels, I always created it from like the left to the right. So it's really up to you kind of how you want to create this design. But for now, we're just gonna say, okay, there we go. All right. And then I always like to have a little bit of metallic purple when it comes to like what the product is. So you could go back into your graphics, and I'm going to add graphics, basic. I always like to have like a little thing like this that says basically what it is. And obviously this is not the right size. This would be pretty much like the side of the jar, and this would be the middle, right? So here we would scale this down, and I always like to have it purple, so we're going to change this to white. And I'm going to add my purple texture by going to textures. I know I'm kind of going fast here, you guys, but just bear with me. Going to textures, you know, and I have all these rose gold ones, and I find a lot of my textures on Etsy. You can search on Etsy and search for like whatever type of textures you guys want, and then download it and use it. So this would be like where I would write whatever, deep conditioning tuna. So let's go to our text. And as you guys can see in the text, they have already like pre-made text. So this is like, I guess if you wanted to do maybe some social media posts or something, you can already use the layout and the fonts and everything. But I already have the font for this, so we're gonna go add text. And you can also, cool thing, add your own fonts. So here, this is like, we downloaded this for like Royalty Beauty, but you can go on Google and search like free fonts, download it to your computer, and then you can upload it here. And then you can use your uploaded fonts for your products or whatever, for your designs. So we're going to turn this white, and we use, I think it's Antonia. And you guys want to know your guys' fonts, makes it easier. Alright, so we're going to name this Deep Condition. Alrighty, so I wanted to show you guys what a label should kind of look like when it comes to its completed, I guess, form. Instead of writing everything up and doing it, I wanted to show you guys. But some of the main things that you guys want to make sure that you guys have on your labels is always the logo, of course, big and clear and precise, so that every time somebody sees your product or your label, they're going to know that it's you. Always try to use the same sort of color schemes per collection, I would say. Like, I'm about to switch up some of our bottle colors and our labels for a new collection that we're coming out with. But to start, you always want to have like some sort of precise theme or like color so that nobody gets confused on what type of products you're supposed to be using for your hair brand. So the main thing that you want to have, and this is obviously an old one, we have to update this because this got all messed up, but this is one that I could find. So you always want to have what it is. So this is our For Hair Oil. It's the hair growth royalty treatment for hair in your scalp. It grows, restores, and nourishes the hair. Also, we had to update it and add a little thing there with over 10 different royalty oils. So something that's going to attract them and get them to buy the product, because you want to think of people not just buying your product online, because most people don't go online and read the label of the product. Most people buy online because of an influencer or somebody else said it was good. People that are going to be reading your label most likely are people who are going to be once after the product has already been bought and it's in the house. But if your product is in the store, so I always try to think in the future what how my bottles are going to look on the shelf, what is going to attract the customer, like what is going to make that customer say, okay, this is different than what I normally see. These colors are different than what I normally see when it comes to hair care packaging. And so that's what you want to think about when you're designing your label. That's why I kind of went with marble and purple and gold. Obviously, you know, there is brands that do have purple as their main theme, but they don't really have the marble and the gold. So, you know, that's how I tried to make it different. But I've seen other brands, you know, put like the ingredients on their label, like, you know, coconuts and fruits and stuff per the collection. And that's like, oh, okay, that's something cool. Like I would want to do maybe for like a tropical collection. You know what I mean? So just try to think like what you're trying to attract and what your brand is and how you could attract a customer if they were to buy your product off the shelf. Because most of the time, I mean, also when people see in videos and things like that as well, you always want to be trying to attract that customer to like, wow, look at that label, it's shiny, or look at that label, it's matte and pink and cute and simple. You know, everybody has their own taste. But with that being said, you always want to have, you know, your main theme and your colors and your fonts all precise per collection. Then you want to have what it is, how to use it, what it's used for, as well as the ingredients. And we recently just included our barcodes, labels, manufacturing, and all that kind of stuff so that we can sell on Amazon. But if you are already designing it, I would already just start putting this on there because it looks more legit. Barcodes is a whole nother like video. I'm not even going to get into that, but there is an inexpensive way you can get barcodes without having to pay like the $1,000 that normally you would have to do, but just to get some barcodes on your products that are legit and make your product look, you know, more like, I don't know, professional. it's going to help your brand grow. And this is helping us because now we're able to sell on Amazon. So as well as having these type of things that make your brand look professional and legit, you also want to have things that kind of your, like your brand morals and things that you guys stand by. So, we try to, obviously our products are cruelty free. We don't test on animals. You also want to maybe add like, you don't have any mineral oils, parabens, sulfates, things like that. On our next bottles, we want to make this little thing bigger or maybe like in text somewhere. But, this was like our very first label that we made. And so I'm proud of it because I actually made it myself, and it took a long time because, like I said, I'm super picky and wanted it to look super flashy. So yeah. But as everything else, you also want to have the title, what it is. So is it a shampoo? Is it a conditioner, oil, whatever it is? You always want that to be like the biggest, I guess, name, so that people know, okay, this is what I'm buying. You know what I mean? They don't want to have to read the bottle to figure out if they're buying a shampoo or a conditioner. They want to know, okay, this is a shampoo. Now let me read what it's about, if that makes sense. As well as all of this stuff, how to use it, ingredients, what it is. You also want to have the sizing, just so then people know. Obviously, I think they can tell between a 2, maybe 4 and 8 ounce bottle, but sometimes people need to know. So you should always be adding that. So back to designing the label. I'm not going to go in here and design the whole label, you guys, because I'm too picky and it's going to take too long, and this video is already getting too long. But I wanted to show you guys a close-up of what the label would look like if it was a flat laid label, and that's what it is. So we're going to just say label demo. We're going to pretend like this is all done. So obviously I would add my, ingredients, how we would be using it, any other cute stuff that you want to add here, and then we're going to save it. So we're going to say lemo demo. Manifesting, you guys. Label demo. We are going to download this, okay? It's going to download as a PNG image, and then we're going to take it into Canva and save it as a PDF. So then I could send that PDF over to my label maker at Leap and Lizards, and then they would send me a quote and like the mock-up and everything, and then I would approve it, and then they would send me the invoice so that I could pay for the labels, and then I would get the labels within 7 to 10 business days. So going into Canva, we would then, we would just go to, that, we would drop it in there. Actually, we wouldn't, all right. We wouldn't do that, I'm sorry guys. So we would go here, let's go back to, all right, so here we are in Canva. We are gonna go to our label. So like I said, we needed a 2 by 9, so we're going to do a 2 by 9. Oh, that's the height. 2. The length is 9 inches. Create new design. So it's already going to have the label. Yeah, see, this is the exact design. I don't know what happened. I must have got something wrong when I converted the pixels. I know somebody will mention it in the comments. And then we are going to click it, and we're going to pretend that it did work out right, that I got the measurements right. But, all right, so we're going to just pretend, okay guys, but this is not true. So you would scale, you wouldn't have to scale it like this, you guys, but I got the measurements wrong when I converted it because I was just trying to go fast. So make sure you guys do convert it correctly. But from here, you would just save it as, the label. So you would say demo label. Come over here, download as a PDF print. Most places where you're going to be printing your labels, they will ask you guys how so most places where you actually get your labels printed, they will ask you for the PDF version, so you can save it as a PDF, and then it would just download, and then you would give that to your person. But that's pretty much how you create a label. These are the programs that I use. I know I didn't go into it like completely and show you guys exactly how I design it. Maybe in another video, if you guys actually want to see me create it live, like just do a time lapse, because like I said, it takes a long time to create a label. It's not just like, get on here and just create it. For me, it takes a long time, and I put a lot of thought into it because I want it to be perfect, which, by the way, I did get this wrong. This part would be like, this would be wrong. This would actually be bigger, be gold. Sorry, like I said, it takes, I'm always like trying to change stuff in here, and if I tried to sit on here and show you guys, I'd be here all day. It literally takes me like a couple days to design this. This would go like this. I would make it bigger, put this here, and then here would be like, you know, or I can put this here. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. I'm gonna play around with it forever until I figure out what works. So here I would put like made with white text, like, you know, made with coconut oil and shea butter or something like that, whatever. That's not what we're using, but I would just put that, and then I'd put the 8 ounce, put my ingredients and stuff, how it's used. I could even move this here if I wanted this logo to be bigger, and I could put like, oh, how to use it, what it's made for here, the ingredients, our, you know, our cruelty-free logos, and then our labels. So it's not really that hard to do it. It just takes forever. So yeah, let me see what I can do. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that it helped you out some way and you kind of learned and you got to kind of see the behind the scenes, what it looks like to actually design and create your own label and the softwares that I use and everything like that. So I hope that helped you out a little bit, because I know a couple of you have reached out to me asking me to either design your labels or kind of asking me how I design it. So I hope that this helped you guys out in any way, and if it did, like I said in the intro, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below a video that you would like to see. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers, everybody who is supporting me and motivating me to keep coming out with these videos. And I really hope that I'm gonna be able to help you guys start your dream brand and help you guys follow your dreams, because that's what I'm trying to do over here. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much.